Hello everyone, welcome to Calvin's Music Reviews Sweaty Edition, because I am balls hot right now, so therefore this video is going to be a sweaty edition video featuring this very awesome shirt. So since it has almost been a decade since this album has officially released, the original release date is December 4th, 2015. It's 2025, or not in December yet, but I figured I'd make this video a 1 decade later review of one of my favorite albums ever, Moving Away by Gleemer. Now, if you guys didn't know, back in 2021 when I was 17 on a completely different YouTube channel of mine, I actually did review this album kind of fresh around the time I found it. I found it when I was 16. I reviewed it a year later when I was 17. I can link that video down below. But essentially during that time period in my life, this album helped me through a lot, and I actually have revisited this album lately and it still holds up. It's still a masterpiece. And fun fact, the lead singer of this band, or lead guitarist, just like creator of it, I'm pretty sure, Corey Kaufman, actually almost ended up mixing one of my songs back in 2021 when I reached out, but it wasn't really his genre, so he recommended me to other engineers and stuff. Just a little fun fact, but I thought that was pretty cool to mention. And Gleemer is an awesome band that I would still love to see live at some point. So basically what I'm going to be doing is going track by track down the track list and giving my thoughts on each track, how it's held up. And it's funny because I'm looking at the release date, and this was released around the time of Peripheral Vision by Turnover, I believe. I'm not sure which one came first. I'm pretty sure Peripheral Vision came first. But it's funny because I kind of see those albums, like this one and that album, as like brother and sister albums, kind of, because they're different but they just have such a similar vibe. Okay, yeah, so I just checked, and Peripheral Vision was released May 1st of 2015, so this album did come later, but still this seemed to be very much a time for this kind of sound, this very shoegaze kind of mellow rock sound that I honestly just have a sweet spot in my heart for. Now, Gauze is the first track off this album, which I believe is still probably Gleemer's most popular song. It's the song that got me into them when it popped up on Spotify Shuffle like back in 2020, and that's what really kickstarted it with this album for me. So coming back to Gauze, it's still a great track. I love the structure of it. I love the start-stop feel of the chorus. I think it still holds up, and I feel like this song in itself has probably influenced a lot of newer artists in this genre, newer than Gleemer, that is. So I think the song is great. The ending is great, very emotional. You'll notice the lyrical themes across this album are very similar, but it doesn't get repetitive. It follows a theme, a sound, and with each song it sounds just as great as the last. I remember in my original review I said that Long Hair is probably my least favorite, and coming back to it now, I love it just the same as all the other songs. I'd say this album is a complete 10 out of 10. Funny enough, there's actually some female backing vocals in Long Hair if you listen closely. I always love that when you listen to some songs with headphones, you can notice different like backing vocalists that you wouldn't have noticed if you just listen to the music with a regular speaker system. But the next song is Heater. Heater, compared to Gauze, is much more fast-paced, a lot more high energy, but still capturing that very mellow rock vibe that Gauze has and the rest of the tracks have. I don't really have much to say about Heater because to me it's just another one of the songs on the album that I love, but I don't have as much to say about. Now, Fallout was probably the second Gleemer song I ended up being really obsessed with. Like, I have a lot of nostalgia with this song. The guitar throughout Fallout is very one-noted and kind of monotone, but in the best way possible, because the vocals carry just enough dynamics to carry it through, as well as the drumming. The drumming is also fantastic on this album. The mix on this album is really clean and it really holds up. But that's one thing I find super cool, because while the guitar in this song is very one-noted, there are enough dynamic elements in the other instruments and vocals to keep the song very interesting. And the vocals, the crooning across this album is so earwormy. It's so nice on the ears. Next we have Lily, which the guitar melody in this song is like heart-piercingly good. But if you're going through like any heartbreak or heartache, this song really hits you. So warning, if you're listening to this album in a very heartbreaking mood, the chords and just the guitar in Lily will probably really strike you because it's so emotional. One thing I love about this album is with the guitars, you just get this sense of pain, and it's a very heartachy feeling, but the vocals are so monotone and kind of numb sounding, and to me it ends up as just this perfect contrast. The crooning right next to these very emotional grungy guitars is such a nice combo on the ears. I love the guitar melody in that song. And next we have Cool Back, which is a lot more stripped down. I love how this song focuses on some of the more ambient elements of Gleemer's music. The very grungy electric guitars are very stripped back, and a singular acoustic guitar fills the mix with vocals and some light ambience, and it's a very nice change of pace, a very nice switch up for this album. I feel like back in the day when I first heard this album, this more minimalist approach to a song would have been something that I wouldn't have been as big on, but listening back now, I think it's a perfect switch up, a perfect change of pace for the album. Next we have Champ, which might be my favorite song on the album. Something about the chorus, I remember the first time I just got into this song and it really hit me. It's a heart-wrencher like no other. I don't know what it is about the guitar melody, about the chords. It hits all the right notes, kind of similar to like Gauze or Lily, but this very heartachy feeling just comes full throttle in Champ. It's like you get this rush of all these memories flashing back, and and it has a very, very chill, relaxed start. And then when the chorus hits, like I said, it's just like that flood of emotions. I absolutely love Champ so much. And the lyrics in the chorus of this song perfectly emulate what the guitar speaks to and the rest of the instrumentation, especially in the chorus. It sounds absolutely awesome. Champ is probably my favorite. Trade Up is another one of those songs I don't have as much to say about, because to me, Trade Up and Dragging are kind of like brother and sister tracks, and I prefer Dragging of the two. But Trade Up is another song that picks up the pace a little bit, and I like it. It's a nice song. It's a nice addition to the album. I think what sticks out to me most about Trade Up is the lyrics, which are super clever in my opinion. Next, we have Dragging, which is probably my second favorite on the album. I remember learning the guitar to this song way back when I had a guitar teacher. I brought in this song and wanted to learn the guitar, and I learned the ending bit and the main bit. This song just has a super earwormy, nice guitar melody, and at the end when the climax of the song hits, it is so rewarding because you get that exact same guitar melody but distorted, and the drums come in and there are these subtle background vocals, and it just makes for a beautiful ending to the song. This song also just has some very iconic lyrics. My favorite one is probably "You found a girlfriend, but God, she doesn't care about you anyways." It's a slapper. Last is Long Hair, which like I said before used to be my least favorite, but now I like it just the same as I like all the other tracks on the album. It's a smooth, slow-paced closer and ends on just the right note for this album. And other than that, there's not really that much I could say about this song except for the backing vocals, which I mentioned earlier. I wonder if those vocals are from the lead singer's girlfriend or where it's from, but it's a very nice addition. But yeah, coming back to this album, I still love it. December 4th, 2015, almost 10 years since the release of this album, and I still love it. I have it on vinyl. If you go to my vinyl collection video, you will see me talking about this album, and this album is a definite 10 out of 10. Moving Away by Gleemer. I love this album so much. Great fall vibes, but also bumps in the summer. For me, I hear this music and is very, very fall, kind of springish. I mean, fall and spring are like the same thing, kind of, but this album bumps in the fall, and right now as we're in the balls hot of summer, I've been bumping this album and it still sounds really nice. So yeah, that's me talking about Moving Away by Gleemer. If you guys have heard of this album, let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and if you haven't, I highly recommend listening to it. It is a great album, a very nice listen, very nice on the ears, nice vocals, nice guitar, and if you're into an album like Peripheral Vision by Turnover, for example, you're going to absolutely love this album. And also feel free to check out my original review of this album down below that I did when I was 17 on a completely different YouTube channel, but I still actually really like that video. It's worth watching. But much love to you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day / night whenever you're watching this, and peace out and much love.